Hello from exneco. Welcome to Edu Sustainability. And our topic for the day is social factors under ESG. So, here in today's video, we are going to discuss social factors. And if you find this video interesting, then do subscribe for the videos, and also do not forget to press the like button. So, now let us get to the topic of social factors. When we talk of social factors in ESG, we take into consideration the relationship of the company with the stakeholders, including employees, suppliers, customers, communities, and broad social groups and social factors give an idea of companies' commitment towards the people of business. The key social aspects are of employee well-being and labor practices, engagement with the community, human rights, customer relations, diversity, equity, and inclusion, responsibility of the supply chain, social impact measurement, employee well-being and labor practices. This comprises of fair wages and benefits. Also, there should be diversity at workplace, inclusion as well as equity. The safety protocols should be followed. Matters related to employee health will be given a priority. There should also be career growth opportunities for employees, followed by proper training and development programs. The workforce should not face any form of harassment or discrimination at the place of work. Gomes et al. 2023, in their research, companies could benefit when they focus on employed well-being and the environment. A systemic review of sustainable human resource management found that there is a positive impact in those companies which implement sustainable HRM practices. There is a interrelation between corporate viability, employee well-being, and social human resource management. So, the company's role in influencing the well being and providing a healthy environment is crucial in achieving the SDGs. Thus, it is very important for every company to look into the aspect of social environment that they are providing, a healthy work environment that they are providing to their employees. The next sub factor is engagement with the community. Now, this is another important aspect of social factor, or in the and is the here it is the amount of social development done and the contribution towards local communities. It majorly comprises of volunteering and philanthropic activities. The amount of work done in the underserved areas in the context of education, healthcare, and housing, etc. Also forming partnership with various communities which work for the upliftment of local people and sustainable development. Again, the next sub-factor, if we look into, is the human rights. Companies should see to the fact that human rights are restored and nothing against these rights is practiced in the organization. There should be policies in place to prevent human rights violation and in operations and supply chain. When talking of supply chain, the company should be aware of the working condition of workers in the unit of vendors and should see to it that there is no child labor and violation of human rights in the form of long hours of work or inhuman working conditions. All other aspects related to human rights should be taken into consideration. Thus, if a high fashion brand has a vendor who uses child labor for embroidery work on garments, then in that case, the high fashion brand will be held responsible for not taking necessary steps in protecting the rights of the children and doing business with an organization which has shady practices. So it is expected that the company would take action against vendor, and blacklist the same. So here it should be seen to it that there is fair treatment of underprivileged people in the society and their indigenous communities. Now, coming to customer relations, this is one of the most crucial aspect of social factors because the present customer is the king who has evolved into a monarch. Thus, it is a vital for the organization to see to it that the rights of customers are protected. The companies should maintain their commitment to protect safety and equality. The communication and marketing practices should be fair and transparent so that the customers get the right picture. Also, data privacy and cyber security is another area which companies should take seriously. The customer trust the customers actually trust brands or companies with which they associate, and it is due to those brands and companies to protect their information and see to it that it does not fall in wrong hands. The company should take customer concerns and feedback seriously. Any discomfort in the customer or any loss of the customer should be treated with utmost importance, and there should be separate cell to handle these problems. The next sub factor is diversity, equity, and inclusion. So it is very important that work environment is inclusive and people working in the organization should be able to associate with organization and should feel that they are part of that organization. There should be proper representation of each group of the society in the workforce, and the same should be reflected in the board of directors through their leadership roles. Equal pay should be given to both male and female workers with when the resultant work is the same. Also, it should be seen to it that there is no discrimination on the basis of ethnicity and other demographic factors. One should take a note of the fact that research has proven that a diverse team, or in other words, a team where members are from diverse background, perform much better than a team with members who have similar background. This diversity, equity, and inclusion is one of the basic requirement in any organization and the important social factor. The next social factor is supply chain responsibility. The organization is responsible for its products from their cradle to grave. It has to be seen to it that the raw materials sourced are ethically acquired. So companies see to it that the raw materials are acquired through fair labor practices and just supplier operations. Also, companies see to it that the raw materials are acquired through and are there are just supplier operations. The operations should lend the necessary support to small or economically backward organizations so that they can carry out their operations effectively and help in the procurement of raw materials in a justified manner. Social impact measurement. The organization should also measure the impact of its activities, activities that have led in the society, that they have led in the society. This will help to give a clear picture to the investors and will help in the generation of goodwill of the company. This also helps in developing ESG reports of the company, which has become mandatory for first 1,000 listed companies in the country. The companies should have a commitment towards improving the life of people in the society, and this they can do in the form of innovation and distribution of resources. When one takes talks of innovation, they can provide the people in the society with products which can make their life simple. And when it comes to resources, it can be in the form of financial aids or various services provided to the local community to uplift their lives. This can be in the form of schools and hospitals being constructed, and social and local people, as for the local people, as well as these resources help them to improve their lives. Then, if a company works for the society, then its reputation increases, and this helps to build trust and loyalty amongst customers and the local community. A positive work culture goes a long way in employee retention. Being social and responsible, the company mitigates its legal risk, and this leads to regulatory compliance. Then again, social factors also lead to scenarios which make ESG reporting easy, and this leads to long-term value generation through ESG investments in the company. So that's all for the social factor. I hope this video has been meaningful to you. Thank you.